Persuasion. How to close the deal and get more clients when you're not a salesperson without selling your soul. Episode 00, Introduction. Getting the client to say yes is easier than you think. Hi, this is Carl White for doitbythehour.com, and I'm a freelancer just like you. The single most difficult thing for the majority of freelancers is trying to sell their products and services. In fairness, the world is full of salespeople who are pushy, dishonest, and only slightly higher than a snake in the natural order of things. Of course, the snake would be quick to disagree. Who wants to be that kind of person? Certainly not you. Another common hurdle to making a sale is emotional. We all fear rejection, and when you're trying to make sales, the one thing you can count on is that you'll get a lot of it. That fuels our insecurities and can even hurt our feelings when people don't say yes to our offers. However, as it turns out, this isn't fatal. Like anything else, you get used to it, and then it no longer bothers you. No one said that being a freelancer was easy, and this may well be the most difficult part of running your business. And yet, no matter what service you offer, nothing happens unless a sale is made. Your choices are clear. Either run back to the security of that corporate job that you hated, or learn how to get business. There is no third choice. Fortunately, whether you're trying to add a new client to your roster or you're just trying to get people to agree with you in a meeting, the basics of persuasion never change. And here's the thing that you wouldn't know unless you have experience in sales. It doesn't have to be greasy, sleazy, and unethical. You don't have to be pushy and aggressive. In fact, if you want to build a long-lasting career as a freelancer, these are the worst things you can do. Reputation is everything. The best way to get new clients is to treat them with respect and show them how spending money with you can make their lives better. Most of what we'll cover here, which are the basics of any sales organization, are really just structure and perspective. You wouldn't get behind the wheel of a car if you didn't understand what the steering wheel and pedals do, right? It's no different with sales. You simply need to understand how things work. Then you can be your true, authentic self, treat your potential clients like you treat your friends, and sleep soundly each night, knowing that you're still a good person. Just one with a healthier bank account. The articles in this series are actually the persuasion chapter from a book written many years ago, Unite the Tribes. Its original intent was to help people in the corporate world learn how to be more effective in their jobs. At the end of the day, no matter what you're doing, it's all about people. However, each and every article touches on very real techniques that will help you turn leads into new clients. How do I know? Because once upon a time, before I changed careers and got into tech, I made a living teaching people how to sell. This stuff is real, and it'll make you real money, all without having to sell your soul in the process. Because who wants to be that kind of person? Many of our articles stand alone and don't need to be read in any particular order. For this series, however, it will help if you follow the process from beginning to end. So each article is in order. From this point forward, I'll let the book do its own talking. You'll notice that it speaks in terms of the corporate world, not life as a freelancer, but that doesn't matter. Pay attention to the concepts. I promise they'll apply directly to whatever it is you need people to buy. And now, on with the show.
Is chaos getting the best of you? Do It by the Hour is the freelancer's back office, providing project management, automated invoicing, payment processing, and client acquisition tools. Get started for free on doitbythehour.com.
Unless you work in the marketing department, there's a good chance that you don't feel the need to master the art of persuasion. Leaders have a better grasp of this skill than most. The majority of people don't pursue it at all. Nonetheless, no matter who you are and what part you play in the overall scheme of things, you have an agenda. Perhaps you're running the company and want to move it forward in the marketplace. If you're lower on the chain of command, your interests could be related to the success of your group. Regardless of the category you're in, you at least have a career, and who knows, maybe even a personal life. That's plenty of opportunities for a well-stocked agenda. If you can't effectively promote it, you don't get what you want. It's as simple as that. Many avoid learning the mechanisms of sales because it seems sleazy and distasteful to them. Fortunately, while there will always be snake oil peddlers among us, persuasion doesn't require you to be shallow, phony, or unethical. In fact, you'll get your best results when you're not. Ultimately, it's all about understanding people, which isn't nearly as hard as you might think. No matter what you're trying to accomplish, if you want to get other people to support your efforts, you have to persuade them. This doesn't require unethical behavior or the employment of any tactic that would go against your personal values. The person on the other side of the conversation is also human, and we all have the innate ability to sense fraud. This means that by being true to yourself, you'll actually be more effective in your efforts. The mechanisms of persuasion are very much like electricity. Raw power is completely devoid of moral implications. It can turn on the blender and make you a margarita, or you can grab the wrong wires and wake up dead. Either way, electricity was just doing its thing, the way it always does. How you use it is up to you. Persuasion is simply another form of power. Properly employed, it will deliver results that you can feel good about. If you enjoyed this and need a voice actor for your next project, I'm available. Just search for Carl White on doitbythehour.com.